Corey Kluber was phenomenal today. Struck out 14 batters and yet another dominant performance for the Indians against the Blue Jays. Kluber now has 9 games with 10 or more strikeouts, and he's been off the charts this year. Kluber won the 2014 Cy Young, but Dylan, legit or not, is this Kluber's best year ever?
Wow, that's hard. I mean, especially when you have a Cy Young on your mantelpiece. That 2014 year, just for context, 2.44 ERA. He had 18 wins that year. We had it on the, okay, cool, perfect. There we go. All right. Yeah, look at that. Look at how good we are. Look at how good we are. I think this year has been better.
Really?
I do. I think this stretch we're looking at, when you really dive inside the numbers of the last 8 games, unbelievable. I was telling you earlier, 7 of those 8 games, he's gone at least 7 innings. 7 of those 8 games, he's given up 1 run or no runs. 7 of those 8 games, he's had double-digit strikeouts. I mean, that is just pure domination. If on average over the course of an 8-game stretch, which is pretty good, 8 starts, in that stretch, 7 of those games, you're going to go at least 7 innings, give up 1 or no runs, and have double-digit strikeouts.
Yep.
That is a stretch that is just, it's beyond ace. It's ace of spades ace. It really is so good. And as great as he was in 2014, as we showed you the numbers there, I think it was a little bit of a down year for American League pitchers. He was really good. He had distanced himself and won that award. But I think the form he's in right now is even more dominant than 2014.
But don't we need to see more? Don't we need to see how it plays out? 2014, 34 starts. We only had 16 starts here. We're not even half as many starts. So as good as this stretch has been, can he keep that up until the end of the season? And if he tails off, then that 2014 season might turn out to be the better year.
You know, I have no reason to think he's going to tail off, because after that, 2014 was the first year in his career he pitched over 200 innings. He pitched 235 innings that year. Next year, 222. Next year, 215. He's got 100 right now. This is a guy that shows, you know, he's not going to break down towards the end of the season. Now, injuries happen. We had that little scare recently where, you know, he kind of had a little issue with his neck. He didn't know if he was going to make his next start, and all of a sudden he comes out and he Ks 14. So I think the neck feels fine. I have no reason to believe this is going to shut down at all. That 8-game stretch I gave you wasn't May through June. It's going on right now. You know, the 8th of that 8-game stretch was today. I think he's going to continue this. Maybe not 7+ innings, 1 or less run, 10 or more strikeouts. Maybe not quite that level, but it's going to be damn near that. And when it's all said and done, I think the numbers, the funny thing about pitching is, you know, when you look at the counting numbers like wins, he was 18-9. Right now, he's 8-3. He might not get the win total, but those other ones you can kind of compare. You know, through 100 innings right now, his ERA is a little worse than it was then, but his whip is better. The strikeouts are up. I think that ERA is going to continue to go down, because a month ago, the ERA was about 3.5. He's lowered it almost a run in that month stretch that he's been on. So for me, I don't think it's going to slow down. And I think when we put them up against each other, like we showed you so far this year to 2014, when it's all said and done, that 2017 is going to look even better than the Cy Young year of 2014.
Over the last 10 games, opposing batters hitting just 163. Kluber has also had 8 or more Ks in 10 straight games. That is an Indians record. He is in a groove. That is for sure.